Hello friends, welcome in this new section. So today I am here to talk about some serious concern about security. So friends, as you can see on your screen that here is a browser and here's something written that is 36,642 ads and trackers blocked. What do you mean by these things? Ads and trackers blocked and 124 124 HTTPS upgrades and 31 minutes estimated time saved. So friend, just I want to tell you that I am using Brave browser. So basically, what the reason behind using this browser? Because when you are using Chrome browser and Microsoft Edge, in these browsers there are so many trackers are activated which slow down your internet and consume your more battery, and there are more so many privacy issues that so many trackers are behind those. If you do anything in that browser, all the records are sent to some illegal third party websites, and ads are there. If you click on some ad, then they just read your mind, what is your intention and which type of mind you have there. All those information were gathered by some companies, and that is very valuable. Any information, as you know that today data is the most valuable thing in this world. So basically I want to tell you that security of your data is your first concern in this modern world. Okay, so I want to mention a guy. uh, his name is Edward Snowden. As you can see here in this picture, that is written, "Thank you, Mr. Snowden, you are a hero." And what the reason why it is written here that "Thank you, Mr. Snowden, you are a hero"? The reason behind that, he leaks a very important file of NSA in which he showed that NSA is doing mass surveillance. That you are a suspect, you are a criminal, or you are an ordinary man, or you're a common people. It doesn't matter for him. All your phone calls, all your video calls, all your datas are on the surveillance. They can watch anytime if you are targeted. Before this Edward Snowden, actually he was a CIA agent, CIA consultant in networkings and so many things. If you watch his movie, I will show all those things. Okay, so before Edward Snowden, he was actually, I want to explain something about Edward Snowden. He was actually in CIA at that time. He was working with the CIA. He felt very wrong when he saw that yes, we are looking for someone. If they are suspect, we can watch them, we can take those people on surveillance. But he's very disappointed that why we are collecting those datas and we are not deleting their data, all those phone call records or those video call records, all their phone data records. Even Snowden showed in that movie of Snowden, you can see that your phone and your laptop is switched off. Okay, you have just batteries inside that laptop or your phone. Okay, so NSA has that. NSA is the full form of NSA is National Security Agency, which every country have, whether it is America, India, Russia. Every country have their NSA. So NSA have that technology that even your phone is off, they can track your phone. They can read your make, what is what everything is going around you, what the sounds are there. Even your phone is off, they can track all those things. So he leaked all those things that they are keeping our datas which are not illegal. After that he left his country because he leaked that crucial data of NSA, but he didn't send those data to anyone. He just leaked that data, that I have that data, and if you want proof, he just given that data to a newspaper or the news company, that is the Guardian. Now I will show you some more thing that this is the book which Edward Snowden is written about permanent record. In this book, if you read, there's so many things written that how these companies, these national agencies are keeping your data, whether it is your private data. Now, even you are in some private condition with your wife, with your girlfriend, if your laptop screen is on, or your even it is shut down, or your desktop screen is shut down, if their camera is there, they can anytime, if you are at the tag, then every time they can open your camera and they can watch everything inside your room. So here is something written about Edward Snowden in Wikipedia, that Edward Snowden, born on 21 June 1983, in an American whistleblower who occupied and leaked highly classified information from the National Security Agency NSA in 2013 when he was a central intelligence agency employee and subcontractor. So I want to tell you something. He was disappointed with the data collection. He was very much disappointed with these things. He asked those things. He asked about that. Yes, that is good that for some security and for terrorism we are keeping those people on surveillance. If any people, if he is not an terrorist or a common people, why we are keeping those people on surveillance? And there every people have their personal life. Suppose if you are if you have broke up, if you have patch up, and anything what is happening in your life, if you forgot that thing, anything bad happen, anything good happen, you forgot that thing after 2 or 3 months. But you forgot those things. But whether it is Google, whether it is NSA, and whether it is CIA, they all have that information at what time you are sad and what time you are happy. They have all those information. And I want to show you one more thing, that this is the movie which I was mentioning, that Snowden. Everyone must watch this movie, and this movie has 7.3 rating out of 10. And I want to show you one more thing about Sundar Pichai. What is happening? Let's see.
Mr. Pichai, is it true that the Android operating system sends Google information every few minutes, detailing the exact location of a smartphone within a few feet, the speed of movement of the phone, the altitude of the phone sufficient to determine what floor of a building the phone is on, the temperature surrounding the phone, and other readings? And if so, with Americans carrying their phones with them virtually at all times, doesn't the collection of this volume of detailed information really mean that Google is compiling information about virtually every movement an individual with a smartphone is making every hour of every day?
Mr. Chairman, thank you for that question. Today, for any service we provide our users, we go to great lengths to protect their privacy, and we give them transparency, choice, and control. Android is a powerful platform and provides smartphone for over 2 billion people. And as part of that, it depends on the applications users choose to use. If you're using a fitness application, which is detecting the number of steps you walk, you expect it to send that information. But it's a choice users make. We make it clear, and it depends on the use cases.
So the answer to my question, my first question, is yes. Is that correct? That the information that I cited is gathered by Google?
It, if the for Google services, you have a choice of what information is collected, and we make it transparent.
I understand there are uses that consumers make use of. I use it to keep track of the number of steps I walk. I understand that service that one of your competitors provides, so I understand that purpose. But do you think the average consumer understands that Google will collect this volume of detailed information when they click through the terms of service agreements in order to use the Android operating system?
It's really important for us that that average users are able to understand it. This is why we do something called privacy
I
checkup.
think average users read the terms of service and the updates that are very frequently sent to us.
Beyond the terms of service, we remind users to do a privacy checkup, and we make it very obvious. Every month, in fact, in the last 28 days, 160 million users went to their My Account settings, where they can clearly see what information we have. We actually show it back to them, and we give clear toggles by category where they can decide whether that information is collected, stored, or more importantly, if they decide to stop using it, we work hard to make it possible for users to take their data with them if they choose to use another service.
Okay, so I am agree with Sundar Pichai that he is saying that we send people about their privacy checkup and all those things. But have a general question: how many people do this privacy checkup? If anytime Gmail send us that do your privacy checkup and all those things, we don't even know that what is this privacy checkup. We don't have those time to waste those time on the privacy checkup, because this company know about the value of that data. But nowadays a common people does not know that value, what the valuable that our data is. These companies are earning tons of money with our data without our permission. Okay, we are not allowing them to store our data. So I want to show what Sundar Pichai was talking about. I want to show one thing. Okay, so this is what Sundar Pichai was talking about, that privacy, personalization, security issues found, account storage, take the privacy checkup. And Sundar Pichai was talking about this privacy checkup. And I'm not going to the privacy checkup, okay? So you can see your home, personal info, data, personalization, security, people and sharing, payment, subscription. If you can open all these things, then you can see and you can explore more things about that. But I will give a go through personal info, your personal information about your account and your date of birth, like these things are there. Data personalization, that is here. This is data and personalization, as you can see that. Yeah, here is activity control, wave and app activity on, location history on, YouTube history on. And there are so many um, activity controls which are by default on. You have not to do anything, which are by default on. Okay, if I will go to my activity section. Okay, if I go to my activity section, then you can see, yeah, this is my Samsung One UI home, two times on. And Google Play Store, Chrome fast secure 11 more times, search Google Play Store 24 25 more times, Instagram 5 times on, Google fast Chrome 4 times, google.com. What is search permanent record, Edward Snowden. Why Google is storing these data? I'm searching on my Google. Why they are storing these data? I don't want to store this data that I am searching these things. They are storing for their personal use, their system upgradations, to read our mind, what we are doing, and think a simple thing. I will go to that. First of all, I will show you some more thing. Here's some timeline. Here, all the places you have been. Why he keep that data? Yeah. Malot, Malot station on March 6th. I was on Malot station. February 21, I went to Malot Institute of Management and Information Technology. On 17 February, I went to Grand Venice Mall, Jakal Junction, Batinda Junction, Pandra Market, Jagan Institute of Management Studies, Gorakhpur Junction. So these all things, why they are keeping these data? I don't know why they are keeping these data. My every steps, yeah, if I will explore it more, then you can see that my every step, how much steps I walked, how much steps I went with cab on inside my car, everything is there. There is one all thing that if you go to your dashboard, then you can download your all data. Okay, so what behind this? Huh? Yeah, you're showing me this thing that I can download all my data. If Google is doing or operating some third part of application, then what about that thing? And this is Google, this is private company. But when I talk about the national agency, the government company, if they are providing a satellite information or satellite services, then they are keeping our all data, they are storing our all data. Google have that ability to to convert 500 MB into single 5 MB. Google have big data storage. And the concept of big data just came because of these things, that they are collecting our data to read our mind. As you can see today, we are using machine, today we are going for machine learning, and we are using a lots of data to operate our machines. They can predict what you are doing and what you will do the next. These all things are getting collected day by day. And I don't know what they are doing. As you see my last video, there is about virtual humans. That is virtual when they can react, they can do all those things about your activities. And if I go to the artificial intelligence, if anyone know about artificial intelligence, then you can see that there's a machine who can learn and do everything like human. There is a human intelligence and there is artificial intelligence. If you talk about human intelligence, we can learn everything. If I see a bag, if someone is carrying someone is carrying something inside the bag, then I learn that, yeah, that is a thing in which I can carry something. If I talk about artificial intelligence, that is also the same thing. The machine is doing the same thing. He is looking at the bag. If someone is carrying something inside the bag, then yeah, he is carrying inside the bag. Then that is something to carry. If I talk about that, we are providing a lot of data inside the machine. Where, at the time when I launched that machine or any robot, and if he have all this data, my personal information about my Gmail, my maps, my activities, then you guys can believe what he can do. If anyone have that answer, then please comment it on the comment box. And I want to show you one more thing that sorry, I want you guys to watch this Snowden movie, and after that comment on my comment section that what you are feeling safe in this modern world in technology. And that's all for this video. I think that this video became long, but it is good and informative for you, and I believe that everyone watched this video. So thank you for this video.